With all this debate with SYSBM and what's it's for, and you all just can't get women, so that's why you're going SYSBM. I'm looking at the alternative side. I'm looking at the other side of the coin. And what do I see here? I see either a bunch of grown baby's kids, mediocre Negroes, debating about what are you pumping dump chicks, or how do you handle chicks, or you better do this or that, or you can't get pussy. You can't. They're only talking trash because you can't get daggle pussy. Either you have that going on, or you got guys who are disgruntled, the guys who have gotten some but have gotten burnt. A lot of them are trying to hop on the bandwagon of SYSBMs. I mean, save yourselves from what? You've already been caught in the crossfire. I mean, if you got caught in the crossfire, I'm not singing the song, by the way, you can't really save yourself from much. I mean, you're already in it. And you got these other guys just contemplating and talking about, man, these sisters they don't respect my authority. Why you don't respect the brothers? The brothers need love too. We need some love. We need some love in this club, you dig? I've gone to this club ever since 1999. And with my snapback and my J-Wiz and Lil Triz swag, you're telling me that after 20 or so years, I can't get love in the club? You all still burn me with the baby mama drama and the baby's kids and all this other crap? Man, I thought my swag was going to pay the bills. I thought my swag was going to get the job done. But nah, I'm on here lamenting about the daggle. I don't know if I can go to my SPM though, but these damn daggles. Man. Daggles. Enough. I have heard enough when it comes to these individuals talking about how you handle hoes, and there's a hole right here, and you need to step right there and be in that nightclub and that time and this level and that VIP and with this drink and with this two-step. You can't do that two-step. You gotta do this two-step, and you gotta wear right shoes, and you gotta wear the right gear and the right swag. You can't have the Saturday night at 11 o'clock swag. You gotta have the Saturday night at 11:30 p.m. swag. See, there's a difference. It's a difference, y'all. Enough. I have heard enough of the talk. 2020, and we're still talking about hoes. We're going to be talking about the good kind of women you pick up at the library and they're studying, or you pick up at the grocery store and they're doing nothing late at night except binging on another rom-com or another chick series. You aren't hitting on them, knowing damn well that they themselves have a freak side to them. And they're just waiting for that one guy to really show some interest. And I'm not talking about chicks who are acting like they're too good to approach. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about good chicks who, yeah, there are a few. There are a few. Not too many, but there are a few. These good chicks who would be worthy enough of women who would be good stargates under the SYSBM logo. There are a few of those who make it easy for you to make the move. Here's what I'm proposing for the year 2020 and beyond. You see it right here. It's the Gorton's Fisherman. Yes, that Gorton's Fisherman. Trust the Gorton's Fisherman. Yeah, that guy. He has been around ever since we've all been watching TV, right? And do you know what he does? Do you know what he really does behind the scenes? I know he shows you the commercials, the fish, and I know the quality of the fish has been going down ever since the 90s. I mean, compare the commercials of the 90s with the damn near gourmet fish, looking like something that Gordon Ramsay cooked, almost at least, to now where it's basically fish sticks. I mean, do you like fish sticks? But do you know what the Gorton's Fisherman does? He doesn't do the catch and release. Shout out to Black Ram for that. I mean, Black Ram, you fell for this one. I'm sorry. But he does not even catch and release. That's too much work for Gorton. You know what Gorton does? Gorton does Gorton. Gorton sits in his boat, in his fisherman boat, while the other guy's going ahead and do the work. You see? The only thing that Gorton does, in reality, is just set the bait, at most. And that is what I'm proposing for the year 2020, the 2020s in fact. If you want to deal with women, you got to set up the bait. And that is different than being the so-called bag. You know, secure the bag? Yeah, I've been watching Daggles talking about some secure the bag, and then you got dating coaches who are secretly co-opting with them saying, yo, be the bag, be the bag, be the biggest bag you can be in the trickin' army. No, we are not talking about being the freaking bag so that some Daggle or that some Shira 7 fangirl who all she did in order to level up was to buy a push-up bra and a tummy tuck can come and take your money. That is not what we're about on this channel. Now, a lot of people are going to argue, oh, what's the bait? Is it money? Is it clothes? Is it shoes? Is it the dom game? Is it being on your purpose? Is it starting a business? Is it starting a business on telling people how to start a business? Is it jet riding and limo flying? Look, your bait is whatever you determine it to be. At this point, I'm not here to tell people how to set up their bait, what to do, how to do it, when to do it, if to do it. Well, I am sort of telling you to do it, but I'm not telling you anything else other than to just do it. As far as setting up the bait is concerned, you want to know what worked with me personally? I'll give you an insight in my personal life. As far as setting up the bait, a lot of you all have been seeing my image as of late. And one of the consistent things I keep hearing is that my picture, my physical look, isn't congruent with how I sound. I'm well aware of that. And a lot of what you see here was forged through years of sacrifice, locking myself in, and being on my purpose. A lot of this physically was done, I would say, given within the last 3 to 4 years. I've been working out for the past 10 years. I've been keeping myself rather healthy, fairly healthy, but for the past 3 to 4 years, I've learned what it takes in order to really physically build one's body. And this is something I'm going to maintain for the rest of my life. Also financially, I've set myself in a position where I'm better off than I would say 90% of Americans. I'm not going to go into further detail about that, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm not starving over here. Also, where I was before I moved out here, I was in no way starving when it came to getting the attention of the opposite gender. What do you think I was doing, or whom I was doing, while all of you were on those 8-hour hangout streams? But ever since I made the sacrifice to move to where I am right now, as of this point, am I going to say that I'm in a place where I'm getting the most out of the opposite gender? No, I'm not. But the reason why I'm doing this partially is so that down the line, I can be in the position where all I need to do is just set up the bait. And to have that part of my life being taken care of even more efficiently than I did in the previous city, believe it or not. In addition, a lot of you think that the way I talk is some sort of way in order to conform into the dominant society. Well, to be quite honest, not really. But I will say this to your credit, to all the Baby's Kids credit, who may want to say that I don't want to form my culture, y'all. I mean, look, young man, I just get why yous may have some trouble with the Adolf sisters. It's because that yous has a little tone to you. Yous has a little tones that sounds like yous from New York City. May make salsa from New York City, or you may sound like you from California with all the surfers and the stoners and the cowabungas. See, AO sisters ain't gonna like that now. See, now, I don't hate you, young man, but I just need to tell you, I just get why you just go with Becky, man. I just get why you just go with her. You need to have a little thug in your voice. You need to have a little swag in your voice. And you know why? I've seen it all throughout the 4 stopping lights in good old Memphis, Tennessee. and we has the best woman down here. If you can't get a woman down here, I don't know where's you gonna get any of those women. I'll tell you, grown baby's kids, on why I sound like that. It's not to impress anyone in particular, but it is to differentiate myself from the rest of you. And to be honest, yeah, I may look like a Pookie according to some of you, but when I open my mouth, that is the difference maker. That is the game changer. No pun intended. That is where I make myself different. And in a way, that is actually a good deterrent against the daggle. Oh, you all think that I just have this way of talking just for ships and giggles, right? Oh, yeah, I just look at XanatosClutch. Huh? Let me talk like Clutch. You know, hey, look, this is the nightly news, and this is XanatosClutch, and I'm just going to talk about how I don't want the daggle, and you baby's kid. Look, this voice alone has gotten me to a lot of places where a lot of baby's kids can't even dream. This voice alone has saved me from a lot of drama dealing with daggles, baby mamas, drama factories, and all sorts of other unsavory characters. This is where the metaphor comes in between the Gorton fisherman, who's just riding the boat and setting up the bait, and the rest of the fishers on there who are actually doing all the hard work, sitting in the rain, sleet, snow, hail, fire, brimstone, hell, rain, all that kind of stuff. By being the baby's kids I know you all can be, and what all of you aspire to live up to, you all are, one, making me look that much better, and two, filtering out all the daggles, all the baby mamas, all of the drama queens, everything else that I don't want to consume. You all just suck it up, so it makes it just easier for me to stand out and get quality women. A lot of what I do is for either two reasons. One, to be a bait, or two, to ward off fish. And I don't want to use women in that term, but just for the lack of a better metaphor, to ward off fish that, if I consume, might be toxic towards my health. And that's what a lot of you have to do. Focus on being the bait. Even if it is through superficial means like making your body into the borderline next Mr. Olympia, or buying a Bugatti. Not on credit. Forget that credit or lease crap, unless it's a business. If you're going to buy Bugatti, just buy it straight up. If you can't, just, I don't know, borrow your friends. Borrow your friends. I've seen people on YouTube whose friends have all these BMW i8s. Go on ahead and borrow his car. Just make sure you don't crash it. But whatever you do, be the bait. Let the women choose. And then make an approach. See, that's how societies used to work. Back when men were actually focused on their purpose. Back when men were actually focused on building societies. Our grandfathers, great-grandfathers, etc. didn't have time to chase women. We gotta chase women. Or we gotta have game and swag and look at me. I can do the swag dance. I'm a swag hag. I'm worthy of your attention. Just to get burnt not even a year later. Look at this crap. Making all these modern warfare strategies on how to get daggles and waggles and just other unbecoming females who have allowed guys who are less worthy than you quicker access. As I said, if you're going to even sweat or even think over getting any sort of women, make sure it's women who are worthwhile. And the women who are worthwhile will likely, one, not be in the club or any of these other places that we've been bashed on the head time and time again to look for women. And two, we'll make it easy for us if we're on our purpose, if we're about that life, if we deliver on our end. Be the bait. wait for choosing signals, and then reciprocate. That is the Gorton's Fisherman strategy. And as the commercial says, trust the Gorton's Fisherman. And everyone else out there, always bet on X.